Hello. I have been sat in this menu screen for like the last 10 minutes listening to the music, and my god, is it therapeutic. I'm ready for a nap. Should we just have a nap? Play Sleeping Lions. Listen to it. It's so relaxing. Just close your eyes and just listen to it. It's such good music. This is what I'm gonna put on to listen to when I can't sleep. The next time I can't sleep, I'm putting this menu music on to listen to. Right, let's actually get into it. So, I don't know what this game is. Not a clue. Absolutely no idea. But I get the feeling from certain things I've seen, like the Steam store and whatnot, that it's going to get a bit horror-y. Maybe. I hope. Kind of like horror. So, that's a new game. Let's get into it. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, this is definitely not my normal type of game. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Huh. Oh, okay. Right, so we've got a lot of dialogue. Oh wow, there's like a lot of dialogue. So we can just say forget this, I'm not doing it. We can just immediately say no. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Yep.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Hey, what a bear.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay, I'm not evil, fair enough. Alright. So we can continue, we can just turn around and leave. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution. This might be my favorite opening to a game. Okay, the end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Right, yeah, exactly. How can she end the world if she's locked away in the basement?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, so we immediately don't trust the narrator, okay? Because anyone who asks you to do something and then tells you to not think about it too much and just do it, they're bad, yeah? Like, that's 101 human interaction. If someone tells you to do something, it makes you feel uncomfortable and you question it, and then they tell you don't think about it, then they're telling you to do something wrong. Do you have any evidence? We can just push him on this. I love it.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah, Neely's right. I feel like I'm already being a bit gaslit by this narrator. Okay, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Yeah.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, this is one of the best written, intros I've ever come across. We are 5 minutes in, and I already think this is some of just the best writing in video games. This is brilliant.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, we can keep going though. We can keep going. We can keep pushing. Right. Do I get a reward? He's just gonna. If I say do I get a reward, he's just gonna say the reward is that the world continues existing. I bet.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, okay. So he just says yes. All right, but he doesn't tell me what the reward is. Can you tell me what my prize is for doing a good job? Yes.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I am getting such an ick factor from the narrator. I don't know, something about him is like sending shivers down my spine. He's so obviously evil. But maybe he isn't. Maybe that's just good writing. Okay, killing a princess seems kind of bad.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I am screenshotting that. That is my favorite paragraph in a game of recent memory. That is fantastic. Yeah, I can't argue with him. Okay, Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
So, I've never played the game Stanley Parable, but this, I've watched clips of it, and this is giving me Stanley Parable vibes.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Alright, so we can just turn around and leave. I'm curious what happens if I just turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. I'm off. Just nope. Confidently nope. Alright, I'm off.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Uh-huh.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Oh, there's more voices. So there's the narrator, and then there's the voice of the hero.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ooh.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay. Alright, what if I turn around again? Is it just going to take me back to the cabin somehow? Hey, little monster. Right, I'm doing it. Turn around again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Nope, that's okay. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting called out really hard by this guy. He's right, though.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
And I end
would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. I guess at a certain point I can't keep turning around. Oh yeah, well I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Yep, we're doing it.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Yeah, but I'm stubborn.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay, I'm starting to get the horror vibes.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
He's not wrong. I kinda do right now.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oops. Oh, okay. So that got us through a chapter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Is it different this time? There's like a thing there.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so... Right. So... Did the world just end then? I'm getting a terrible sense of déjà vu.
A terrible sense of déjà vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
Oh, so there's a contrarian as well.
Captive audience.
Right, so there's a hero, a narrator, and a contrarian.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
So if the world ended last time, how are we back here?
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
So I think it's a story, nearly. I think it's like a text-based, pencil-drawn, very, very pretty story, yeah. But I'm not sure. Yeah, visual novel, yeah. Okay. These walls weren't here last time. Yeah, there's walls.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Yeah, true. Okay. Alright, let's go to the cabin then. Let's go to the cabin. Yeah, yes. I get it. I'm going to the cabin. I suppose we may as well meet the princess.
Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
That's fair. I have often been the contrarian, so yeah, he probably is just being difficult for the sake of it.
Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed into the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Oh, if I move... Oh, that's really cool.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I mean, that's fair. If she can end the world, I'm not going to kill her with a piece of cutlery.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay. So, for the sake of not being a contrarian like we were last time, let's take the knife and let's kill her. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if we kill her.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Good question.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay
Stressful
calm.
geometry. Such a good term for what is in reality a reality-bending warp mess of a fucking cabin that we're in. Like, you can see space and time through the floor and the windows that don't quite fit.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
That's quite funny, really.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Fair.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
So who is the hero and the contrarian? Are they other voices that are speaking to us in the same way the narrator is? Or are they us? Are we the hero and the contrarian?
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alright. He didn't say anything about the mirror, that's true.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table,
Ooh,
the blade
right, so the
sitting on the
mirror's a
table, and the
thing.
door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Does he not know the mirror
There's
exists?
definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Yeah. We have to look in the mirror. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and
look.
rub your hand
We're a
against the
monster.
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
So, look at our hand. It's all scaly and clawy and whatnot. Are we the bad guy? Oh my god, it's the Mitchell and Hobb thing. Are we the baddies?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Alright, so we can either enter the basement with the dagger, or we can enter the basement without the dagger. I think if we go in with the dagger, something with the dagger is going to happen. It's very Chekhov's gun, you know? Something will happen with it. Let's go in without the dagger.
The door to the basement
Ooh.
creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
This is so beautiful, this game. It's writing, it's art. Oh, I'm in love. I know this isn't the most cinematic thing for me to be streaming, but I picked it up, I was interested in it, I thought why not? But I'm absolutely in love with this. This is beautiful.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, hello.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
We're going down. We've got to go down. Little Monster says we are doing the thing that everyone apparently does. So I'm guessing a lot of people just wander down without the dagger.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
So why is the hero the coward? Like, all we've heard from the voice of the hero is extreme caution, reluctance to do the job, almost cowardice. That's very not what I would expect from someone called the voice of the hero.
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
What do we know for sure?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Alright, so we've got harsh stairs to the left, soft stairs to the right, or a center staircase. Let's take the harsh stairs. Let's risk it for a biscuit.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold.
Okay.
Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Right. Are there multiple of us, or is it just the one? Your breaths puff out. Your breath puffs out. I can't tell if that's worded in a way to suggest that there's multiple people here, or just the one. Probably just the one.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
Maybe we should not have gone down the harsh one. Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What is going on?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Did we choose the wrong staircase?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Did we just fail or something?
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh, hello.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Interesting.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
I just don't think we can kill her. Yeah, the art is absolutely stunning. I don't think we can kill her. I think we have to not kill her, at least the first time round. The game is voice acted by a whopping 2 people. That is incredible.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Okay, so let's see. We've got I'm sorry I didn't realize he was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. We'll apologize. We'll be polite. We'll say we're sorry.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
Oh, that's
As the princess
funky.
speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her
Put
back?
it back.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
So the narrator doesn't know that we were here before, but the voice of the hero and the contrarian remember that we were here before.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah, that's a good plan. How many princesses can we make? Alright, there's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Oh.
She fractures again.
So every time we ask a question, is she fracturing?
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I don't want it though.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening. I think every time we ask her a question, there's
It
another
certainly
one.
looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
No, I'm going to keep asking questions. Alright. Oh, why is this? This is like one answer. I'm getting you out of here. I don't know what, but I can't trust. This is like one answer. It won't let me choose multiple of these for some reason. So at the same time, we free her, leave her, and go get the blade. Is that because there's multiple of her? Is that what's happening? Alright, I'm gonna tell her that we were sent to kill her.
And do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Is she gonna shout her again? Yep.
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
So the one up here looks evil. Like it's the hair is loose. There's a weird little grin on her face. Her hands are in a much more, I don't know, they're like steepled together.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Alright, I'm gonna just keep asking questions. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
Okay.
None of them have names.
So we've got 4 distinct personalities going on then, right?
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. I'm kind of starting to lean towards maybe she's not good. If I let you out of here, what are you gonna do?
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it?
Why?
I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. You either trust me, or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me.
Let's see what the last one has to say.
Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse.
Let's see what questions we've got left. Okay, so. Getting down here was weird, like I was being pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
what, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
So she's the rude one.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
And let's see what Miss Blood and Guts wants.
Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up.
I will devour you.
Right, so the only thing we can do now is this block of things that we have to do at once, which is I'm getting you out of here, try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement and retrieve the blade. It seems to all be one thing.
Wait, that's not right.
Yeah.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Oh. All at once, you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. That is so cool.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all.
Okay, so that's twice we've broken the world now. We're not doing a very good job.
Falls apart?
Oh,
I think he's gone.
so the narrator's gone.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, this is genuinely freaky.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Oh my god, do we get an option of what to do here? She did just kill everything. But was that her fault, or was that what we did to her? Did we cause her to kill everything? Because everything was fine until we broke into multiple people. Should we try? Oh. You don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? What are we supposed to do now?
I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for it yet.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Alright, what's the chance that I look in the mirror and I'm like either a monster, so I'm the bad guy, or I'm the princess?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that.
So neither of them want me to approach it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
So the mirror ends this universe then? You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair. Can't really argue with that. That's, yep, fair enough. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
So is this not the princess then? Is this something else? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
So, the gift of a fragile vessel, what does she mean by that?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike
She wants our
me,
body.
but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Okay, do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
We can ask her to let her out, but I feel like she's just gonna say she can't.
I'm sorry. There
Yeah.
are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now? So we can ask what happens now, we can attack, or we can destroy our own body.
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So am I trying to feed this thing? Is that what she wants anyway? Is she some eldritch being that wants me to keep giving her princesses? In many parallel universes? This is so weird. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Helpful.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
So what if I just don't? If I say I'm not going back?
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
I think she's right, to be fair.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side, until you're ready to return to mine.
She does make a good argument. Oh! I clicked. I think the game crashed. Or did it close? Was that... Surely that wasn't deliberate. It won't let me play it. It says it's starting download. Why is it starting a download? It's updating the game. It just crashed and started updating. Let me see if I can relaunch it. There are 131 achievements for this game. I hope you like philosophy because yeah, this is such a beautifully written masterpiece of weirdness. It started so well too with the narrator just telling me.
You have returned to me.
Oh,
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
it was deliberate. Did the game deliberately shut down? When I told her I was going to wait forever, did it just... That's kinda wild. I'm gonna just put a save down. That is... Ugh, that is so cool. Okay, fine, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Okay,
is a princess.
so this time we are just gonna do straight up murder. Grab the knife, walk down the stairs, stabby, stabby, stab. We're gonna talk. We're not gonna talk to her. We're not gonna play around. We're just gonna stabby, stabby, stab, okay? And we're gonna see what stabby, stabby, stab does.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller, okay? Alright, so we can ask all the same questions. We can say, sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit, I love it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know.
Proceed into the cabin. We're just gonna beeline for her with murderous intent.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is
Oh, it's
stale and
different.
musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement. So, what happens if we make her
The door
into
to the
a
basement
monster blob
creaks
again?
open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the
Does
ancient
sound
wood.
like the game. No.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
No, that I do have quite a standard accent when it comes to British accents. So that makes sense.
Her voice carries up the
Right,
stairs.
so let's pause for a second. The last time we were here, we broke the cabin, we sort of broke the fabric of the universe, and the cabin splintered, and then we went into the cabin, it was extra dimensional, and then we went down the stairs, we transcended through space and time. We ended up with the princess, and reality fractured. Did that happen because... No, because we didn't refuse to go in, did we? We refused to go in the first time. So did that happen because we got to chapter 2? Because this is chapter 1. If you just walk straight into the cabin, it's chapter 1. If you refuse to go in, the world ends, and you end up in chapter 2, which is the same world, but there's walls around it now. There's going to be patterns here that we need to pick up on.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh wow, she is terrifyingly confident. Is she gonna kick my ass?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She scares me. More this time than last time.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Nope. Steel your nerves and step forward. Like I said, we're not talking this time. This time we're doing.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I have pointy thing. That's usually how this works.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Okay, she's trying to talk us out of this, I think. I think we can kill her.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Oh god. Oh god, is she not dead? Is she gonna do something? Something's gonna happen.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Uh-huh.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Is she dying though? Or is she actually alive and well?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Oh no, the music makes me think it's not over.
But is it over? Really over?
She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Okay. You've missed some seriously weird shit, Rennie, but I think we're just dipping our toes in still.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Okay.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Something's gonna happen when we try and leave. I don't believe it's that simple.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
But...
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
there we go.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
So, why are we... What? Yeah, this is bullshit. Let me out.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
Why?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Okay. Yeah, so, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy, we're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Good point. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. Okay, so our player avatar is a bit impressionable.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Is it going to be suicide?
The blade.
Yep.
We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
So, why... I'm trying to, puzzle out what's going on here. I don't know if I'm thinking too much or not enough or what. Are we the threat? Is it us that needs to be locked away? Killing the princess seems to have locked us away in, a little pocket reality. Is that the whole point? Is it to lock us away? Is killing the princess just the way that they lock us away? Are we the problem?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Because why would we be locked here?
Don't you dare.
And the narrator seems to really not want us to do it. Yeah, wouldn't using the blade kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
I probably should have put a few trigger warnings on the pinned comments of this. Yeah, this is a bit of a messed up game.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
But we're not happy. We're a prisoner. We've basically been lobotomized, right? That's what we are. We've been lobotomized functionally. Alright, anything to get the hell out of this, yeah.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Oh, I'm an ingrate, am I?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I love the narrator's voice acting. He's saying what's happened, but there's clearly this irritation at it.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2. The Spectre. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin...
So
is a princess.
That didn't help us build the eldritch monstrosity that we're trying to create. That just killed us and the princess. So is killing her not the answer?
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
But I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to... That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time.
Voice of the cold.
We'll
We've
just
got a
do
new
it
voice.
again.
We've got a new voice.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
So does the narrator not know? Or does the narrator not know what happened last time? Or is the narrator pretending to not know what happened last time? Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Or did we save a version of a world?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
And if we were transported to a different world, then that raises the potential, the possibility that we actually did save the world last time, and that we are doing good, we're just trapped in an endless loop of saving worlds.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Ooh, Voice of the Cold is, I like Voice of the Cold.
Just stay focused, will you?
Alright. Let's go to the cabin, and let's chat to the princess this time.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie.
Yep.
She won't be.
She won't be a pro. So Voice of the Cold is confident, because he's done this before. He feels no fear, no trepidation. He's ready to throw down hands.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt
Mirror's
permeating
back.
the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
No, the mirror's back.
The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body, so we can be done with this.
So when we find her alive, is the Voice of the Cold going to get a bit upset? Because he doesn't think she's going to be there. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. Oh, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
So the mirror is something. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up.
Shall we go down without the knife this time? Let's go down without the knife.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You said that last time, that if the princess lives here, slaying her would be doing her a favor.
The room below is silent.
Is she actually going to be dead?
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
The narrator is fantastic, really, yeah.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
So she is dead.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Okay.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Okay.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
I have a feeling she might not be too pleased with us.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Voice of the Cold is a bit, he needs therapy. I don't want to grab her. I want to wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Uh-huh.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
How are you here? I killed you in a different world. What is going on?
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This has already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened, but you have a job to finish.
Yeah, that's cool, Rennie. He wants me to kill a ghost. How do I kill a ghost?
Finish? How? We already did what you told us, and now she's a ghost.
It's definitely worth a watch through, Rennie, just for the game. Like, it's so fantastic so far.
There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her. And then what?
Yeah, that's a good point. And then what? Then do we go back to that weird little place?
He's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
Okay, so who is?
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Yep. Right, so. We've got many options. Oh my god, there's so many options to talk to her. Okay. I killed you, what are you doing not being dead is probably a good place to start.
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
Fair.
Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead.
I think we are dead.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Very reasonable argument. Alright, your body's right there though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
Hey, Vesilok? I can never say your name, man. I'm so sorry.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. That is such a hard line. That is fantastic. Okay, do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
So have we taken her from whatever world she's supposed to be part of and dragged her here with us by accident?
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
But we haven't tried to let her out yet. We've fractured reality to create a monstrous eldritch deity out of her. We've killed her, but we haven't just let her go. Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury the bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine.
Potentially.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
Also true, the narrator has some good arguments.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Ooh, has the contradiction become the cold? Because that kind of sounds like the voice of the other voice, the contradiction one.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Oh, she turned evil.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
The contrarian
And if you
wasn't
let
there
her
when I
in,
killed her.
there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Good question.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
See, now that just makes me want to do it. Okay, what if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Oh god.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
She's...
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Are we gonna let her in? I think we have to let her in to see what
That is a
happens.
very dangerous train of thought.
I think we have to. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, the fact that she said sure, why not, makes me think that she has the ability to be in control.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound reassuring.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
I mean, yeah, she definitely doesn't, but like, we did kill her, and I am feeling guilty about it. Okay, this would just be temporary. You'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
If we do this, do we get like another voice in our head?
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Alright, so before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart? Very good point.
Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic. Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea.
Also fair, the narrator makes some absolutely beautifully articulated points. He is very difficult to argue with.
You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, Killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
I'm convinced she's far more of a threat now than she was before, but I think we're riding the guilt train. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Fair. Well, were you going to end the world? It's a good question. Yeah, just a straight question. Were you going to end the world? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Okay, but once you've left this place, you will want something else. If you tell me that all you want in life is a salmon, and I give you the salmon, then you now want other things. This game is just a philosophy debate, and it is really getting inside my head. You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home,
Hey, ready.
I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
True.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Leave it at that. Alright, stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
A fair and reasonable. Yeah, she's got me there. She's got me there. I did walk into her house with a knife, and now I'm like, why did you threaten me? That knife could have been for anything. It couldn't. I'm not making that argument. I'm not that stupid. Alright, I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
Okay.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
I mean, what is your definition of monster?
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. If I knew I'd wind up having to taunt you again, I wouldn't have killed you. That's a stupid line of argument. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything. Okay. Alright. We're gonna do it. We're gonna let her possess us.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
I've made a terrible mistake, haven't I?
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, Killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ooh, why
I'm
are we
afraid
going
it's
to
too
dark?
late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
So it turns out she might have actually been holding a little bit of a grudge about the whole we murdered her thing, maybe.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now,
Oh, maybe
but
not.
we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, she can hear the narrator.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Shards of that's the mirror.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me, is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Ooh, the narrator.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
This is brilliant. This is so brilliant.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
All right, leave the basement. We're doing it.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Yeah, because she'll go back to her world and end that one.
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
And that the act of leaving destroys our world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
But you know that isn't true because we were trapped in a place that was not part of the world. Hero is not very bright.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Okay.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Can he, though?
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
So we could take the blade and end ourselves, but we're not. We're going to leave.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Oh, narrator's gone.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I meant to be.
Oh. Shit, so we brought her to the thing. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about the dog. It's the end for you, but not me. So does... What does it do to them then? If they don't seem to be able to remember that we've been here before, but we can. So does it destroy and replace the voices? It's the end for you, but not for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
She's got the
I
stab
am
on her
more
chest.
than I was before.
She didn't have that before. She's got the ghost. She's like, so she's absorbed the ghost version of herself.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, so we can destroy our body. We can attack the entity. There's so much to do. This is a huge and weird game. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to call it there because my voice is going because this is just a lot of talking. And this isn't what we usually do on the channel, but I'm very, very glad we took a look at it. It's been really weird and wonderful. We'll be back with survival games tomorrow with Grounded and whatnot. So thank you all for joining me. It's been nice to get back into streaming with a nice weird and wacky game today. So I do appreciate those who turned up. I know it's not my usual stuff. Hope you're all having a really good week, and goodbye.